You've worked your whole life, and now your company finally says it's time to decide. Do you want your pension as a monthly paycheck, or should you just take a whole lump sum? Most people pick one of these options and never realize it could cost them hundreds of thousands of dollars over their retirement. This single decision can affect your taxes and your income and how long your money lasts. It's not a math problem, it's a lifestyle decision. In this video, we'll break down how those options work, the pros and the cons, and then we'll show you how to run the numbers so you can see the difference for yourself. For decades, you've been counting on that pension, but now companies are shifting. They're shifting the risk to you. When that letter comes, there's pressure to decide, and most folks don't have a clear way to compare these choices, apples to apples. The real question isn't pension or lump sum, it's which one gives you the most control, flexibility, and peace of mind. We'll look at taxes, longevity, and what happens if the market or your health takes a turn. By the end, you'll know how to start evaluating your own numbers and what kind of advisor you need in your corner before you sign any of that pension paperwork. All right, option number one is that monthly pension, a paycheck that never stops, right? It's predictable, it's stable, it's easy to budget. There's really no market risk or worry. But the trade-offs are you're kind of locked in for life, right? Are you going to be able to offset inflation, right? Inflation's going to slowly erode your buying power. What if you pass away early and those dollars can't pass to your beneficiary? A pension is like a company keeping the money invested and paying you back slowly, steady, and predictable, but you give up kind of the control that you have. So, things that I would be thinking about if I were you. Would you sleep better at night knowing that you got a paycheck coming in every month and that you don't have as much control? Or is control and security or security of knowing what happens to that money when you're gone more important to you? The lump sum pension is one big chunk of money, right, that comes to you. And then you have to figure out how to make that last for the rest of your life. But here's the thing. If you pass away, you have control of those dollars. It goes to the next generation, right? So the lump sum is more about control and you being able to do what you want with it, plan with it how you'd like, take income or don't take income. With a lump sum, you take back control. You decide when to take income, how to invest it, and you kind of decide what's left for your families as well. So things that I would be thinking about is, do I want control or do I want simplicity? Am I comfortable kind of managing my own lump sum of money, or do I just want to let some other company do it for me and send me a paycheck? But here's the thing, we kind of need to get real with it because the difference between, it starts to kind of really show up in the math. All right, so when we think about math, we've got a couple of different examples to walk through. So these examples are super high level, like they're probably not, or they are not specific to anyone's situation. But when you have a pension coming in every month, say it's $3,000 a month, every month it's coming in for the rest of your life, right? Say you're going to do that for like 25 years or something when you retire. You're going to continue to get those $3,000 a month every month. That's going to be nice and easy to budget. You're going to be able to count on it every month, so on and so forth. But the thing is if you pass away, that money just stops coming in. And if you only live a few years, you kind of gave up a lot of income that you could have passed to the next generation. So when we think about a lump sum, say maybe you were going to have a lump sum pension of like $600,000 or something like that. All right, well, if all we could do is get that 600 grand invested in some sort of a situation that would make sense for you and could just generate, like 5, 6, 7, 8% every year, 5, 6, 7, 8% on 600 grand is going to equal almost as much or maybe as much as what that monthly pension amount would be. Right? And so that's a situation where you've got to weigh it out. Hey, would I rather have control of my 600 grand and have to figure out how to make it grow in order to create that $3,000 a month? Or maybe it's only $2,800 a month, right? And it's not quite as much, but you have control of that entire 600 grand if something does happen to you, if you pass away early and you want those dollars to go to the next generation, or if maybe you need a big chunk of money for a few years, more than $3,000 a month, right? and then something else is going to happen. You're going to inherit money, maybe Social Security. I don't know what it could be, but you'll be receiving more income later. That $3,000 a month may not be as important to you. So it might be a situation where, hey, the $3,000 really isn't enough for me coming out of the gate. I need more than that. So we take the lump sum, we take more, and then we can slow it down later. So flexibility, control, and being able to kind of direct those dollars where you want to go is kind of the thought process behind the lump sum pension. The pension, that monthly pension, it kind of dies when you do, right? The lump sum pension doesn't. So in the end, there's no real one size fits all or one specific answer. The right choice depends on maybe your health, or it could be your tax picture, or how much control you want. The pension gives you stability, the lump sum gives you control, right? The math helps you figure out which one really fits your future best. So before you sign anything, run over your numbers and make sure you've got someone who understands income, taxes, and risk, and being able to calculate that for you. That's what we do at 210 Financial every day. We help families compare pension options and build out a plan that lasts as long as they do. We call it our 210 Retirement Blueprint. And if that's something that you need help with, reach out to an advisor. Could be us, which we'd love to help you, but make sure you're working with a specialization advisor who works in the distribution phase of your retirement planning. So don't forget to click and like and subscribe, and we'll continue to educate you along this retirement journey. See you soon.